Hi guys, I want to tell you a little bit about the book. It's not going to happen, not for now. I just don't have the time to finish it. I guess there's something that I want to do that will have to wait until I really manage to get financially independent, because there just isn't time to do that. What I decided is, because I got these beautiful patterns and they're just gathering dust, I decided to put them on Patreon instead. So if you would like to come and join me and support me on Patreon, you can do so for $1 a month. You can get out anytime you want, and if you wanted to see what patterns are in the book, then you can come and join me there. Right now I want to make a bill for this one. I've been getting a lot of compliments on the bill that I made for a friend of mine, and people have been asking me ever since how I made that bill. So I'm going to show you how to make that bill for an embroidered pendant. So let's get started. You need Delicas 11.0 and you need some 11.0 seed beads. Now personally I like to use now you can use Wildfire or Fireline. I'm going to go with the Fireline for now. And you need about 2 meters worth of thread, depending on how big you're going to make that bill. And this is just a regular Fireline. Okay, you're going to start with 4 Delicas. 1, 2, 3, 4 Delicas. And you're going to pull that down to the end of your thread. Not all the way, just leave a little bit of room, because you still have to work that end tail away. And double knot it. Now pick that up. I'm going to move forward into that first Delica. I'm going to move all the way around. 2, 3. Make that middle nice and strong. 4. And we'll start with 1 again. Now we're going to pick up 2 Delicas, and we're going to go into the next Delica. I'll straighten that out a little bit. 2 more Delicas into that next Delica. And every time when you do that first row, you'll have to straighten that out. 2 more Delicas into the next Delica. And 2 more Delicas into the next Delica. Now you got to step up, so that means you got to pick up the first one. This is where your row starts. And I do like to take 2 different colors for seed beads when I make that pendant, but because I only use 2 colors, like gold and brown. I got the brown in here now. If you use more colors for your pendant, like for instance if I had used black in there, I would do 2 seed beads of black there, 2 seed beads of gold there, 2 seed beads of black there, and 2 seed beads of gold there. But because I only used brown and gold, I'm going to go around with 2 seed beads gold. So we're gonna go down in the next Delica and straighten that out. Pull that tight. We're going to put a Delica on our needle, and we're going to go into the next Delica. Pick up 2 more gold into the next Delica. Straighten that out. Pick up 1 Delica and into that next Delica. Pick up 2 seed beads into that Delica Straighten it out. One delica into the next delica. 2 seed beads and into that delica. Straighten that out. One more delica. Now we're going to go up the delica and we're stepping up into the seed bead. Now grab 2 delicas or 2 seed beads into the seed bead. Straighten it out. Pick up 1 delica and we're going into that middle delica right there. Pick up another delica and we're going into the seed bead. Pick up 2 seed beads into the seed bead. One delica into the delica. One delica into the seed bead. Turn it around. 2 seed beads into the seed bead. One delica into the delica. One delica into the seed bead. 2 more seed beads into the seed bead. Straighten it out. One delica. One delica, and now up in, stepping up into 2 gold seed beads. And basically that's it, and you're going to go all the way around until you feel that that bill is wide enough. And as you can see, when you pull that here already, let me straighten that out. When you pull that here, that it's going to be curving. So the more rounds you add, the more it will be curving. So let's go around one more time. 2 seed beads into the seed bead. Straighten that out. Now we're going to add a delica. We're going to go into the delica. I'm going to add another delica. We're going into the next delica. Make sure you got them in between there good. I'm going to add another delica and we're going to go up into the gold seed bead. So now you're going to add 3 in between. And the more rounds you do, the more delicas you need to add in between the other delicas. So straighten that out. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Pull that tight in between there. 2 seed beads. A delica. Another delica. And 1 more delica into the seed bead, 2 seed beads, and you can really see that turn now. Delica, 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 and stepping up in the last 2 seed beads. So this is what it looks like now. 2 seed beads, Delica, 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 and another Delica. So that's 4 now. So you're going to do a round of 4, then a round of 5, 6, depending on how big you want that bill to be. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 seed beads, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2 seed beads, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and step up 2. So that's basically the way you're going to check is you're going to do this and you're going to check that and see like, okay, I want that still a little small, maybe 1 more layer. Okay, so now we're going to do 5 Delicas in between, 2 seed beads. And also you have to remember when you do 1 more layer, you're going to go 1 more around after this one, because you got to go put the seed beads in the middle of here, so that's going to be 1 extra layer. So if you feel this is too small and but 1 more layer will be perfect, then you need to basically do the finishing layer. I will show you that in a minute. I just like my bills to be pretty much in balance. So what does that mean? That means when I put it like this, I like it to be at least over here. So 1 more layer would be, or you can make it just like the same white, like that. So 1 more layer after this will fix that. That will be the finishing layer. So going to continue. 2 seed beads, straighten it out. Sometimes they have a little problem straightening out right away. But it's the best way to do it so that you won't have any leftover thread later on. That everything is nice and tight. And 2 more seed beads. one more round. One, oh, wrong Delica. This Delica. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get them 2 on there. One, two, 3, 4, and 5, stepping up. Yeah, that looks about right, and that would give it one more round with the finishing beads at the end. So next I'm going to use seed beads in the same color bronze here that I used to go into my last round. I'm going to only add 1, and then I'm going to add my Delicas all the way around, and now that should be 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's going to be the seed bead again, bronze seed bead. There we go. And then 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adding the seed bead again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last seed bead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And normally you step up in 2, but you don't have 2 now, you have only 1 because you finished up. So that's there, and basically this would be your step up. Okay, now what I suggest is, like, when you make a rope and you make this one really big, you make a rope, then you're gonna put them like this before you put your rope in there before you close up, okay? Now I'm not gonna make a rope for this one, but I am going to use some suede cord. So let me test that. About there. So if you make a special rope, then finish your rope first, and then you put your rope underneath it, and now we're going to finish up. First, make sure that if your bail is the other way around and your end tail is on the bottom, make sure that your end tail goes up. In this case, we're coming out of the left side. We're going into the loop. And we're going into the left side of the seat bead on the back. Now we're going back into the loop. And we're going into the front side, into the other side of the seat bead. And pull all that tight. Make sure that your rope, if you made one, stays in there. And you're going to just pick it up, because you're going to do that like 3 times, because you want to make sure that that doesn't hang on just one thread. Now we're going to work our way up through the middle seat beads. And then we're going to meet up with this end tail. So we're going to go up 1 delica, into the next delica, which is on the middle. Then you're going to be on the back, or actually you're going to be in the middle. You're going to go down 1 delica, you're going to go up 1 delica, and then you meet up with that other thread. I'm going to go and double knot it. And then you're going to go move forward into that delica, into the delica, and you're going to move down through the seat beads. And here you're going to cut off your thread. I'm going to pick up the end tail, and the end tail is going to go into the delica on the back. Don't pull too hard, because you don't want to pull that knot out from that delica you just pulled it into. And then you're going to go just down these seat beads. And then you're going to cut that off. This, of course, you can always put back in there. But if you have a really thick rope, this is the way you do it. You make sure that you got that taken care of. This just needs clasps now. So I guess you know how to do that if you're using suede cord. But yeah, that's the way you do it. Of course, you can just sell it like that, and somebody can put just a chain in there, because there's a pretty big opening there. The chain I use for this, I will put a link underneath the video. It will show you a herringbone chain with 2 sides. What I use for the chain is 3 different sides with 3 different colors. So all you have to do is just add 1 side, and then that's pretty easy. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it, and I'll see you guys again next time. And we're gonna go and see if you like to do what I did here yesterday was basically tetting, and I did that with the regular beading needle and some wildfire. So if we don't really need anything else, but we do need these because I do have a plan on making some earrings and using these little decorations for the end. But that's for the next video, and if you want to see what Art Deco patterns I made for the book, that's not gonna happen, then I hope you will join me on Patreon, and you can download the PDF files there, and you can watch the video there, and it will only be like $1 a month. I will be putting up 1 a month, but you can always get out anytime you want. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see a lot of lovely, beautiful bills on my Facebook page. The link is underneath the video if you want to share them, and I'll see you guys next time.